Boom! Fired up, man. If you're not fired up after that intro, I don't know what to tell you. Hey, welcome to the show. This is Hit the Track. 2 weeks in a row, we're doing a show. What the hell? I am, as always, your host, Scott the Steehnroller Steen, joined by Mr. WryCape, a.k.a. Tom Macrina. What's up, Mr. Macrina? How are you today?
I'm doing well. We had a decent race last week, so I'm excited to go. We're in Mexico. It was troubles getting down there, but yeah, they had troubles getting down there.
Cartel?
Plane problems. I guess they got charters and they couldn't get all the teams up. I don't know.
Oh.
It hasn't started out well.
The real question will be, will Daniel Suarez be allowed back in the country?
Oh.
All right, it's good to be here. We're going to talk about a little race down there in Mexico City. And before we get to it, I want to remind you guys to stop by and check out hitthepick.com. That is our official title sponsor. Hitthepick.com, 5 of the best handicappers you're going to find anywhere, if I do say so myself, and I do. Great special going on over there right now, getting you ready for a summer of action, and it's not just baseball. It's not just baseball. You're gonna get every pick each handicapper makes. Some of us just do baseball, like myself. Some of us encapsulate the old wide world of sports, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat. And one of those guys is Tom Macrina. He does every sport under the sun. He does WNBA. He does golf. He does NASCAR, soccer, of course, baseball as well, in NBA, NHL. Those are just wrapping up. What else do you do, Tom? What I forget?
Yeah, that's about it. I'm not into the CFL or
no CFL.
No CFL, no tennis. But
okay.
Yeah, I get up. I do a lot of different soccer leagues. There's a lot of international stuff that goes on in the summertime. So yeah, I don't have a slow season. Summer's fine with me.
So that's the thing. You get picks from Tom, and you're going to get a La Liga pick, La Liga 2 pick, and you're going to be like, I don't know anything about these teams. That's the great part. You don't have to. That's the whole point. Tom is the guy. Tom is the guy without a life. He's the one that's watching all these sports, doing all the research. That's why we exist, so you don't have to. We know you could do it. You just don't have the time. You're out there living life like a respectable human being. You got a 9-to-5 job. You got kids. You got a wife. You got to cut the yard. We got none of that. We are just 24/7 D-Gen right here. So we are getting all the information that you need so you don't have to do the research. All right. So, Tom, let's talk a little bit about how you did last week. And of course, we had Cody on from Fantasy.
We know fantasy.
Yeah, it's so close. We know fantasy. WKF Cody. And he gave out Denny Hamlin. How'd Denny Hamlin do, Tom?
Yeah, so Denny Hamlin won. I guess I was stupid because I didn't like the price on him, so I did not take him.
There you go. That'll teach him. And here's why I'm the host and not one of the experts. You said you liked Buescher as the top Ford, and I was going through and going, man, there's a lot of good Ford drivers. How'd Buescher do, Tom?
Yeah, so we won that. We cashed that plus 650. He was actually the top Ford.
That's right.
He had a great race. It was actually good that we took him top Ford because that was his best payout on the race.
All right, very good. All right, Tom. So this week's race is at. Oh man, I should have worked on this name. This is going to be a cold read first time. Autodromo Hermanas Rodriguez in Mexico City, Mexico, and of course that is within the Magdalena Mijuca Sports City.
Okay.
Mijuca, exactly.
I'm not a big. I don't speak any foreign languages. Well, I actually asked Nello from the Discord how to pronounce them, and he taught them all to me.
Oh, so, nice, very nice.
So, yeah, I know some of the words.
All
Most of them I forget, but
as long as you know Chinga tu Madre, that's really all that that's all I know. So, Tom, this is a road course. It's kind of interesting. It's a mile straight. Then there's a couple turns. Then you have to stop at a taco stand, and then you go through another series of S turns, and then there is a cartel checkpoint. So it's a lot different from what they run up in Chicago, right?
Yeah, it's when you look at the course, it's like it's a city. It's there's actually a baseball stadium on the course.
Well, sure. Oh, and I forgot. At right at the end of every stage, you have to compete in a home run derby.
That'd be cool.
I forgot to mention that part. But in all seriousness, it's 2.42 miles, 2.429 if you're scoring at home. 14 turns. And Tom, much like you and I on our off days, this track is high. It is high. This is a Denver and a half, basically. It is 7,500 feet above sea level. And if you're surprised at this next fact, you haven't been paying attention. That makes it the highest altitude track on the NASCAR's calendar. And if you didn't think it was, I'm curious to know which one you thought was the highest altitude track. So, and Tom, this high elevation, it causes some problems. If you've ever been up in the mountains, you had to adjust your carburetor, you had to make it run a little richer. You guys, you know what happens. Engines don't run the same at altitude. And Tom's kind of the same with the NASCAR boys, right?
Yep. Yeah. They're going to have engine problems. They're going to have problems cooling everything down. So yeah, these teams, like there are no other elevation tracks.
Right.
So these teams are going to have to figure out how to set up their car for this specific for elevation.
If I had to make a bet of which of the other tracks at the highest elevation, I would go with Bristol. You got a bet? You got a guess?
Yeah, I mean, I would think maybe Fontana, but that's not a track anymore.
I mean, it's still California. A track. It's just not a NASCAR track, but yeah. It's that's kind of in the foothills there. So yeah, I'd be curious. So if you're in the comment section, if you're listening to this, and you know the answer, drop us a comment. Let us know. So
Arizona might be one too.
I don't know where the track is. Arizona could be 0 or it could be 3,500 feet. Yes. So you just it's kind of the same as California. You got to know the locations of those tracks to know exactly what you're thinking. Green flag will be Sunday. Is that it's Father's Day, right, Tommy?
That is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
There you go. Happy Father's Day to you, sir. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. It's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern time on Amazon Prime. So let's talk a little bit about who you've got cooked up. I know it's you kind of got an interesting list today. And usually even I do a little research. I'll see how each driver has done at the track lately, especially since the next gen cars, and get a little information about who's running good there, who doesn't run well there historically. We got nothing here, baby. Nothing. We got nothing. I did want to ask you that, Tom. Which track does this most compare to?
All right. I'd say Circuit of the Americas, COTA, which we have run this year.
Okay.
So that should be helpful.
Okay. Who won that?
William Byron, I want to say.
Okay. All right. Very good. And that makes sense because he is the second favorite for this race. All right, everybody out here, before we talk to Tom about his picks, I want everybody to close their eyes and try to imagine who do you think is the top favored driver at this track. All right, you ready? Mm-hmm. That's right. It's Kyle Larson. Is there any week it's not Kyle Larson, Tom?
Not usually.
No.
I mean, anytime you get a good price on Kyle Larson, you take him no matter what the track is.
That's right. He's a race car driver, buddy. All right, so you've got a couple interesting picks for this week, and you are totally disregarding the top shelf there. You are saying nobody knows nothing, so I am going to not take one of those guys. Who do you have today?
No. What book are you looking at?
I'm looking at DraftKings.
I'm on the favorite.
What am I looking at? What am I looking at here? What do they do to me? Do they not have race by race?
You know what?
In-season challenge.
Now, you know what? There might be a practice going on right now, and they're not up.
Well, that is freaking fortunate. So, okay. So, the guy you took isn't even on the list for the. So, I've got the in-season challenge. What the hell is that, Tom?
We talked about it last week, so it's the bracket style.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
we're gonna have 32 drivers.
Okay.
I think next week is the last week of seeding, and then we actually get it in a bracket till the end of the season.
Okay, so that is, and Kyle Larson is the favorite in that one as well. All right, so we're gonna have to trust your numbers that we got before the practice, and so it's not nearly as interesting as I thought, because I remember we talked about this cat at COTA. How do you do at COTA?
I think you finished 6th.
Okay. All right. Who is it, Tom?
Yeah, so that is Shane Van Gisbergen. So I think the numbers are going to be similar to what they are. It's just practice. They're not going to move too much. Maybe after qualifying. All that's tomorrow. But he's plus 350. I found that on Rivers. So he's a driver I usually don't bet at prices like that.
Right.
But there are plenty of reasons that I do like this. He is a road course specialist. When he raced in Austria or New Zealand, that's what he did. These road courses. Okay. He won at Chicago in 2023. Okay. It was his first NASCAR race. It was the first time anybody had raced at Chicago. He has 4 road course wins across NASCAR's top 2 series. So he has in both Xfinity and Cup series. We could talk about COTA. As I said, he finished 6th, led 23 laps. But my thing here is he's experienced on the varied international circus. Obviously, he has a quick learning curve. You saw that in Chicago. I just think he's going to pick it up. And if he doesn't have problems, he should easily win this.
Now, let me ask you, if he goes out there and stinks up the joint during practice, will you reevaluate?
I might take him at the better number.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. And I know you've got another interesting pick there. You've got a young fella to win, and you got a nice price on him for top 3. Tell us about Chase Elliott.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting a quarter unit and on the win, and then, or the other way, top 3, and then the other rest of the unit on his outright. His outright's plus 1,200.
Are you sure you got that right?
What?
You're putting the quarter unit on the smaller odds?
No.
You're putting the bigger unit on the smaller odds.
Right.
Yeah, okay. You said it backwards. You had it right, and then you corrected yourself to wrong. So you're putting a quarter on Chase Elliott to win 300 units, basically.
Yeah. So okay. if Chase Elliott doesn't win, but he comes in 3rd, we still we're not we'll profit a little bit.
You want to know? You tell me what you make there. Fucking with you. You'd make 87. You'd make 175 plus 87. So 260. 260.1 times 3/4.
Yeah,
what you'd make there. So, all right. So you've got him top 3. You got him as the outright winner. Tell me why you like Chase.
Yeah, he really he's done stuff this season, but he has no wins this season. He is 5th place in points. So he has 7 career road course wins. What I like about this course, I was telling you earlier, I watched the NASCAR Mexico series to see how
where was that?
In the same track. Where did I watch it?
The NASCAR. What race was it?
It was the Alberto Rodriguez track. I don't know what the name of the race was.
I mean, who was racing in it?
Nobody I know. I guess the NASCAR. I've never watched the series before, so
it was just random cars. So there's a NASCAR.
But NASCAR sponsors it.
There's a NASCAR in Mexico series.
Correct.
Okay, and you found that on some television channel. Okay.
Actually, I found it on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
So, they show it live on YouTube.
All right.
But I just wanted to see how the track ran.
And you said it was ugly. And why was that?
Well, first of all, because of the rain. But I guess any NASCAR, you're going to see rain because that's NASCAR. But, I don't know how the driving skill of NASCAR Mexico is. I'm assuming not good because they'd either be in the Xfinity series, probably trucks as well. But there were a lot of cars in the wall, and they were heavy hits too. There are this road course. There are a lot of speed points, and then there are points where you have to slow down, like really slow down.
So you and I were talking before the show, and you said something interesting about the rain. The rain won't stop them, right? It's not like a regular race.
Correct. Yeah. So in Chicago, it rained. I mean, if it's puddling, they'll stop the race. But we have rain tires. We have the big windshield wipers. If it's raining, we're gonna race.
Mexico Eastern time.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a pretty good chance of thunderstorms later in the day on race day.
It's been this was a pop-up storm today, but I've been looking at it all week. It's been changing back and forth, rain, no rain, rain, no rain. So I guess Mexico might be like Florida.
Yeah, where you get that afternoon rain like every day.
Yeah, but I've never been, so I don't know.
Okay. You've been to Florida?
Yeah, I've been to Florida.
I've
lived in Florida.
Right. You get an afternoon rain like every day.
Yeah. Heavy downpours. Yeah. It wasn't this bad, or it didn't look like it on TV. But, yeah, I mean, it's hit or miss. We don't know.
The only time
if it rains, we'll be ready.
The only time I've ever seen a race in the rain was when they put out the yellow flag at Indy, and they tried to get everybody back to the pits, and it was an absolute shit show. They're going like 30 miles an hour, just sliding, just spinning out and shit. It was unbelievable.
This is before they had the rain tires. The first time at Coda, it rained in one of the corners, and it was nasty. Cars were spinning all over the place.
So they have rain tires with. I'm assuming, well, because regular NASCAR tires have no grooves. They're all slicks, right?
Yeah, yes, you will slide on the rain.
Right. So I'm assuming the rain tires have like deep cut grooves and all that stuff. The all weather Dunlaps or whatever.
Yeah, but it's not as much as like you would think on like your car tire.
Right.
It's a lot less.
Really? Mm-hmm. So they just put you out there. 130, 140 miles an hour, rain, a little bit of a groove. Good luck.
I mean, the ones we've seen them with, we haven't really seen a problem.
Okay.
They've done it. They've used them on a few races.
Yeah, but that was American.
Road course is their main one that you could do in the rain.
That was American rain, though, buddy. This is going to be Mexican rain.
Yeah.
All right, very good. And I know you've got a matchup prop.
What? Did I talk about him? Nah.
About the matchup prop?
Yeah, I'm not done talking about Chase Elliott.
Oh, well, keep going, buddy.
Yeah, I want to tell you why I like him.
Why do you keep getting interrupted?
But the way this course is set up, they have large runoff areas.
Okay.
Elliott is a precise driver on the road courses, so I think his style is good for this type of track. He's in top gear. Hendrick is usually good at road courses, and I just feel like he's always a threat at road courses. His expertise. I'm not worried about his. Well, no one has track experience, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Okay. I like the price.
And when you say huge runoff areas, just for some of the folks that may be new at racing, you don't mean like they have gigantic gutters for the rain. You mean they have those huge fields of sand in case people leave the track. They spin out before they hit the wall, right? Yeah,
they even have on this track they have like the painted outside, so you have a lot of track.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, anything else about Chase Elliott?
Nope.
Okay, let's talk about your matchup. You got Mr. Bowman over the ex-lead singer of the Doobie Brothers. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Michael McDonald. I'm being told that's Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about Alex Bowman.
Yep. So I'm taking Alex Bowman over Michael McDowell. I found him at -115 at MGM. Again, I assume these numbers are going to be here when they reopen. But Bowman has shown improvement on road courses. He actually has a 50% top 10 rate over the last 2 seasons. He has a 13.8 average finish, which shows that he's progressing. McDowell, he's also good on the road courses. He has a win at Indianapolis. He was second at Sonoma in 2024. He really, his last 4 road courses, he finished second, 7th, 15th, 11th. He was 11th at Coda this past year. I just think Bowman's been a better driver. He's 12th in points, 3 top 10s. McDowell's 19th in points. He has no top 10s this season. I know Bowman got in an accident last week. I'm not really concerned about it. He was cleared yesterday. He's into better equipment. He's been a better driver this season. And my models love him over McDowell. Like, we had Highline betting on the 1 week. His model has him like 15 spots over McDowell.
Wow. All right. Very good. Yeah. So you're not even worried about Michael McDowell, who'll be taking it to the streets. That's and you can get a better song for a road race, but okay. All right. Very good. So Bowman getting a good price there. Would you say 115, right?
115.
All right. Very good. And as we mentioned a little bit earlier, Xfinity is also in town. They'll be taking it to the streets as well in the Chilango 150. Tom, do you know what a Chilango is?
I think it's what the people down there call themselves.
That is correct. It's correct with an asterisk. It's kind of like calling somebody from Louisiana a coon-ass, where it's what they call themselves.
But you don't call them it.
But it's not. It used to be like a derogatory term.
Right.
But it's become neutral or even a positive term, and used as a self-designation by Mexico City residents. So there you go. One explanation suggests it could be related to the Mayan word for a person with kinky hair. So Kenny G, apparently also a Chilango. Okay, cool. Now you guys
have kinky hair?
What's that?
Do I have kinky hair?
I can't see your hair. I can see your beard.
Google it.
No, you are not Chilango, sir. You are not Chilango.
Man.
So you've got a couple picks on this. And I know you told me earlier, I did not write them down because that's not really what I do.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to go through them quick. Okay. But real quick, the Xfinity series actually used to run here back in 2005 to 2008. Denny Hamlin was a winner. Kyle Busch was a winner. Real quick about Denny Hamlin, he's not racing this weekend because he had a baby. So Kyle Busch is the only person who's actually drove here. But so we have Connor Zilic. He is the favorite. Unfortunately, his price is not good. The best I could see was plus 110.
Oh, God.
These prices are out. Yeah, and he's a rookie, too. So, I mean, I kind of feel like he should win, but I can't touch him.
Why do we love him?
Because he's great at road course driving.
Okay.
I mean, I don't blame anybody for taking him. I just can't take him because of the price. He probably should win. I think he won at Coda too. So,
man, plus 110 though in a race with what do you got? 33 Xfinity drivers.
Yeah, 30? Wait till I tell you who some of the names are.
Okay, hit me.
We have some Cup drivers up there. So Daniel Suarez, Ty Gibbs, and Christopher Bell are racing.
Okay.
So that actually helps our price with the guys a tier lower than them.
Right.
Which is good. So I'm jumping on a few of these guys. All 3 of them are road course guys. Sam Mayer, you can find him at 10-1. He just, I say it every time Sam Mayer is on a road course that I'm going to bet him. He wins these races. He's kind of like SVG that he picks up the track really quick.
Okay.
Justin Allgaier, I found him 20-1. That was on ESPN Bet, which is a great price. He already has 3 wins this season. And
your next Cup guy?
Yeah, but he'll never be.
No.
And, nah.
Why?
I don't know.
He had a ride.
Yeah, he drove in the Cup this year.
Oh, did he?
But I guess he just likes the Xfinity, kind of like Matt Crafton and Stu Friesen trucks. They'll just stay there forever.
Matt Crafton, the only one that has a handicap sticker on his truck. You tell it's Matt Crafton because he drives around the track with his blinker on.
I mean, recently he has been.
All right, who else you got in Xfinity?
Then my last guy is Carson Quapple. I talk about him all the time.
Yes, you do.
In that Coda race, he was battling it out with Zillage. I just like the price, and I like betting on him. How about he wins this time? He is 25 to 1.
Now, are you considering taking any of these guys top 3 since they're such a prohibitive favorite?
I don't know.
Okay.
Man, I just want to take advantage of the outright prices because of
they're good
prohibitive favorite.
Yeah, it's one of those.
You don't get them like that all the time. I mean, I think on a first time course, I really think nobody should be lower than 10 to 1.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It really is pretty crazy. So, who's the title sponsor of the Cup race?
Viva Mexico.
Hey. Viva Mexico. Seriously, that's so it's like Mexican tourism.
Yeah, they want you to come down and visit.
Like, watch this. Almost nobody will be shot at the race today. We're now safe again. All the drivers have not been kidnapped. So I don't know what you've been reading, but seriously. Okay. Your fantasy?
Yeah, my fantasy. I'm not doing anything, so I'm just putting in guys and hoping I could get on some nice run. I took the top guy available on Highline Betting that I could use.
Okay.
I forget who it was.
I liked how your notes
might have been William Byron.
There's a little inside baseball here behind the show. Tom sends me notes every week of who he's going to be betting and where the track is and all that stuff. And under the fantasy minute, he said, I just still play because I don't give up.
That's right.
I'm not good or anything. I just won't quit.
Well, in a few, I mean, I guess in theory I could still get into a playoff spot, but really, 2 more races go by and I don't have 2 winners or the top scorers. I'm pretty much done.
You're the Josh Berry of fantasy racing. You're probably not going to make the playoffs, but it could happen.
Yeah. Okay. Josh Berry made the playoffs.
All right.
We had him.
What else we got? Anything?
Not really. I guess I'll probably be doing a show on Sunday with Dan, but there are other. I want to see how practice and qualifying goes. Okay. I kind of like Christopher Bell. I don't like his price. Kind of stinks that he's doing both races because my guess is that he's going to qualify well for Cup and his price won't get any better. Kyle Busch is another guy I'm going to be looking at just because he's won here before. But
when you were saying Xfinity was there in, would you say 13 and 15, 12 and 15?
I think 2005 to 2008.
Okay. All right. Exactly. I was that close. Okay. All right. That's a couple pretty good tips there, guys, to look at.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go too crazy on anything. I really think the best thing to do is pick a couple guys you like and split a few, whatever your allotment for races, split a unit on the outrights.
It's a lot like betting the first game of any major league sport, NFL, MLB, NHL, NBA, whatever. It's a lot like betting the first game where you think you're like, well, they've got these guys and they've got these guys and this is the way it should go, but nobody knows.
Right.
Nobody knows until the things get rolling there. So yeah, that's a great tip. Kind of pulling your horns a little bit for this race, unless you get Unless you get one of those big Xfinity hits on Saturday, then just load up on Sunday. Don't give it all back, but you can certainly load up.
I don't see why not.
All right. So next week, we're going to the terrible triangle, the triangle of death, Pocono. That's the race course closest to your house, right?
Yeah, I guess actually Dover and Pocono are both an hour and a half away. So
okay,
I'm right in between them.
All right.
But yeah, I consider it my home track. I got a bunch of Pocono memorabilia back here.
And you like Pocono, right?
I like the strategy races. So yeah, I like Pocono.
Okay. All right. Very good.
I know it's boring to everybody. It's because there's no passing.
It's a flat triangle that's like 6 miles wide. It's just you don't get a lot of not a lot of rubbing in that race.
Yeah,
but
But I'm a fan of strategy, and Pocono is a strategy race.
All right, very good. And anything else?
That's about it.
Okay. All right. We're gonna have a guest next week.
Yeah, actually we do. Tino Patino.
Absolutely, one of the lesser known Patino kids.
How many?
Doesn't coach basketball, but he does pick races. All right.
Yeah.
Be nice to have.
He's on. He does a draft show for NASCAR.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we'll have him talk about all that. He's entertaining. You'll like him.
Tino Patino. I'm already a fan, right? Just right there. That's all I need.
Yeah. He's a character. You'll enjoy him.
And then the next 2 weeks after that, you're going to, what did you say, commune with nature or whatever the hell what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're going to the lake.
I'm going to the lake.
Going to the lake for 2 weeks?
Yeah, about that. 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do for 10 days there?
Drink, smoke, and relax.
Do you have a boat?
No.
Do you fish?
No. I have a tube.
You have a tube? Like an inner tube?
Yeah, I'll go tubing.
You go tubing behind what?
Maybe I just lay in it. I'm not a big swimmer. Like I go to the ocean, I'll jump in to cool off, and that's about it.
Dude, that's not tubing. Tubing is like you're either going down a river or you're getting.
I'm not going. I'm just sitting in the inner tube.
That's just sitting in an inner tube.
On the side of the lake.
That's not tubing.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to do that for 10 days.
10 days.
So you're going to lay in a tube all day long when it's daylight.
Well, I mean, I'll play some cornhole, horseshoes. I'll do all that stuff.
Oh, there you go. Okay, all right.
Yeah. And
then you're going to go sleep in the tent, right?
Well, we got a cabin, but yeah, we'll have a tent too. We have a lot of people coming, so.
Okay. You got dibs on the cabin?
Yeah.
All right.
I pay for it.
Well, there you go.
So my birthday week, so I get dibs on everything.
Auto dibs right there. You got room for one more in the cabin, buddy, since we're so close together?
Come on over. It's spacious.
I got a tube.
It's spacious.
It's
more like a rental house.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
It's a decent size.
Yeah, sometimes you hear the lake cabin and you think like a little one-room thing, and some of the lake cabins ain't exactly one room. They're nice.
Yeah, no, it has a deck going back. It's nice.
Oh, very cool.
It's nice. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's not. I'll be living large.
Do any of these people that you're inviting to the lake have a boat?
Not that I know of.
Okay. We got to talk about getting you some new friends and family. You got to have some.
I mean, they actually go swimming in the lake.
Okay. Great. All right. That's good. It sounds like fun. And I'm just giving you a hard time. I know you just go down there and relax and chill because the rest of your life is not exactly relaxing and chilling. So
correct.
Very good. All right, everybody.
I definitely shut down and enjoy myself.
Yeah, that's cool. Sometimes the most fun thing to do is nothing.
Correct.
You have a couple beers. And then, by the way, there's different rules for drinking at the lake. You get up and start drinking at 10 o'clock in the morning in the Philly suburbs. You're an alcoholic. You drink at 10 o'clock in the morning at the lake. You're at the lake. It doesn't matter. You're just having a good time. That's what we do.
Sometimes we wake up at 8 o'clock to start drinking.
That's right. You got to get up extra early because you only got so many hours.
Cheers.
Start with the Bloody Marys and all that good stuff. So, All right, guys. As always, thanks very much for watching. Once again, don't forget to stop by hitthepick.com. Check out our great $25 special. We need to come up with a snazzy name for that.
Sure.
Tom's like, yeah, I'm all over that. So yeah, check out hitthepick.com. $25. It's your capper. 30 days of picks of your favorite capper. And if you like variety, you go with Tom. And he's good at all those sports. He's not just putting them out there to to fatten the sheet. He's actually good at it. If you like good baseball plays, I'm your Huckleberry. Been okay on the NBA. I don't play NHL or WNBA. I should really start. I should branch out.
Yeah, don't come to me for MLB. But everything else, yes.
Okay. So yeah, get yourself me and Tom, and you'll be set across the entire spectrum of sports for an entire month. So yeah, do that. And of course, we do this show, let's say every Friday. We do this show most Fridays. We do it live 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, 4:30 p.m. Central time. Tom and I go hit the track when he's not tubing over his birthday there. So come back and see us next week, and then have yourself a couple weeks off. Maybe you could go to the lake and tube as well. Maybe you know somebody with a boat that would, you could do that too. So, and then we'll be back for. Do you know the race we'll be back for?
I can look. No, I'm not.
Because we're gonna miss Chicagoland and
that'd be Sonoma. So another road course. So hopefully this one goes well. So.
And you and I will be drinking Napa Valley wine.
Perfect. Yeah.
For Sonoma. There you go.
Right.
We should have done that. We should at the beginning of the year. We should have figured out the alcohol to drink for every track. We could have like a local beer or a local specialty drink. You go to Kentucky, you got to have a julep and all that stuff. All right, next season, buddy. Next season. Right, Tom's like, any made up reason to drink, I'm all about it.
That's right.
So, all right, you guys, have a great week. Hope you hit all your NASCAR bets. Hope you hit all your other bets. And if you don't, get over there to hitthepick.com so we can hit them for you. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to drop us a comment. Don't forget to like this video. We crave your approval, so don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Tom and I are working hard for you, and we'll be at it again next week as we head to where are we heading next week? Oh, Pocono. Pocono. Yeah. We'll be back. We'll be back next week with the Pocono race, so that'll be a lot of fun as well. In the meantime, guys, have a great week. Good luck on all your plays, and Tom and I will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel on Hit the Track. Take care, everybody.
Let's cash some tickets.
Let's cash some tickets.